Hello, welcome to another video, a little bit of a different video. As you guys might know, I've been doing little things health and fitness wise to try and learn and grow and be as healthy as my body can be, but I'm doing it very slowly, kind of step by step, to try and not go backwards into old habits that aren't the best thing for me. So I've been doing things very slow, but something that I've really been learning that's always being brought up is in general, but especially for women, is understanding how hormones work, understanding your cycle, and that really helps in using that once you understand it for fitness and for what you need to eat, for any supplements, just for how you're feeling month by month, or really each part of the cycle month by month. I don't know personally too much about the cycle apart from growing up that you kind of get your period every month, and then there's also ovulation every month, but I know that there are 4 phases. I don't know too much about them. I have been learning, but I thought I would bring you guys along on this journey because I think it's a great thing that people have been starting to talk about and to learn about, and so hopefully we can learn together. Obviously, I just want to say that balancing hormones and just health in general is a very individual thing, but I hope this gives you some ideas and just helps you kind of learn and investigate your own little journey. But if you guys have any tips or things that you think I should try, definitely follow along and let me know. So I'm going to be doing a few videos on this specific kind of hormone balancing journey, but then it will just kind of be within my usual vlogs. We'll talk about it, things like that. But if you have anything particular that you want me to talk about, then let me know in the comments below and subscribe to follow along. The first part of my journey of hormone balancing is to make sure personally that I don't have any hormones being pumped into me. So my first part of this is to remove any birth control that I am on. I'm very lucky because I've heard that people my age or a bit older, when they're starting to want to get pregnant, that they come off birth control, their cycle doesn't go back to normal straight away because they've been on it for so long, and it becomes this big thing to either try and get their period back or to try and get pregnant. Disclaimer, I'm not trying to get pregnant. I am not 100% ready for that yet. It is something that I want in the future though, but I do want to learn about my cycle and do things more naturally in my own body before I kind of go down that path and go through pregnancy and having a baby and all of that big massive journey. So I am very lucky that I didn't go onto birth control until later in life. Had my cycle when I was younger. It was a bit irregular. Part of that probably was my eating disorder. It then became very regular but very heavy. Again, possibly wasn't eating very well. A lot of issues with my cycle and me not understanding it would have been because of my eating disorder. 100% I'm not really going to know until I learn more. I was a bit scared of the pill. There are lots of side effects with the pill. I didn't go too much into it. I just knew I didn't want to be on it because there's weight gain side effects. And when I was looking into birth control, that is something that freaked me out because, well, in general, just it's something that freaks most people out. But I was kind of just starting to get over my eating disorder, so it was a very big thing that I didn't want to look into. I didn't want to risk getting pregnant because I knew that I would want to keep the baby if I did get pregnant, but we weren't at a time in our relationship that we were, like, I was not ready for that. I was young, he was young, we hadn't been together for 4 years, which we are now, so it was just something that I didn't want to risk. And I was also getting quite heavy periods, and I had no idea that things like that I can fix, which hopefully in my journey with this I can do that, but I didn't know I could fix that with diet and exercise, and probably just healing myself with my eating disorder and just getting a little more healthy probably would have helped with that. So I ended up going down the IUD route. It lightened / stopped my periods after a while, and I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to take something every day. It was just something that was a bit safer. I looked into side effects, I did research of it. I had heard that, and I got told by my therapist that the rod was not a good idea because that can have mental health side effects, so I didn't want to do that. And as just the fears of my own about the pill, I didn't want to do that. So the IUD was the safest option. I kind of got it in, didn't have to think about it, and so that is currently what I have now. It lasts for up to 5 years. I'm not at the 5-year mark, but because I've been learning about a lot of health things and I just want to get to know my cycle and things like that, I am deciding to remove it. I am actually doing that today, later today. I'm a little bit nervous. There are still weight side effects that can occur with the IUD. It could be weight gain, it could be weight loss. And because I got it as I was still recovering and healing my metabolism with everything that was going on, I did lose weight. I don't think it was because of the IUD. I think it was just because I was getting healthier. However, I'm not going to 100% know until it's out. So I am very nervous that I might gain weight with it being taken out until I learn my cycle and kind of stabilize things. It could go either way. I could technically take it out and nothing happens and everything goes back to normal. I have a regular cycle and I just have to learn that. It could happen that I gain a little weight. It could happen that I lose weight. I am very nervous about that, so enjoy the journey. We'll go together. The other thing that I'm nervous about is getting heavy periods again. I haven't had a period, like a proper period, for a while, like for a couple years. So getting back into working and doing movement and things with that will just be a bit of a change for me, but it's a normal thing. When I was younger, it was never something that stopped me. I didn't want to have a period as an excuse. I do want to be able to work through it, and I'm very excited to kind of try out just different movement things and just understanding my body and listening to my body. If for 1 or 2 weeks around my period I'm really not feeling very energetic, I might look to do more yoga, more Pilates, and I'll just understand what's going on, eat more iron, more protein, things like that. But if the other couple of weeks that I'm feeling really energetic and I know it's around my ovulation time, then I know, let's go for those runs, let's do the HIIT workouts, let's do some weight training and some strength training, let's push myself. So I'm excited to kind of learn a little bit about that, kind of get everything sorted. So I just wanted to start off this journey and kind of kickstart just another person talking about hormones and how really it can help with weight loss journeys, or just feeling healthier in yourself, or understanding what workout routines are best for you kind of week by week within your month. And I'm just very excited to kind of learn more about it, so then in the future down the track, when I decide, or when Tony and I both decide that we are ready for kids, then I kind of know my cycle, we can kind of go from there and I'll understand hormones a little bit better, and personally my hormones a little bit better. So yeah, I thought I would take you on the journey. I hope you enjoy. As I said before, subscribe to kind of follow along, and definitely let me know in the comments, or follow me on Instagram if you want to see any future things. I might do some Q&As later down the track if you want to kind of ask me how things went. But if you have any tips and you've been going through your own little hormone balancing journey, then definitely let me know if there are things that I should try, or things that I should just learn about, or other people should learn about. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Either see you later today or tomorrow to let you know how the removal went. Hello, it is the next day. I'm here to give you an update of how the removal of my IUD went. It went really well. I was very nervous because I just get nervous for a lot of things. They were running late, so the actual whole process of me being there wasn't quick, but the process of getting it removed was very quick. I do think removing is a lot simpler than getting one put in. I did cramp a little bit, like as soon as it came out, and I've had like a tiny bit of spotting, but overall it's been really good. The rest of the day yesterday I was just kind of really careful, rested and just had some dinner and had a very chill night. Today I've had a very chill day. I'm just going to rest everything, just make sure everything stays clean, no infections, and just make sure I don't strain anything. Nothing's changed automatically over, but I didn't think that would happen overnight. But yeah, that's pretty much my little update. So if you are like me and you're a little bit nervous about how it is getting it removed, especially if you're doing it when you're awake, don't worry, it was actually alright. It's very quick. It's not the most comfortable of things. I wouldn't elect to do it, but it's definitely a lot simpler than you think, and the people that do it, they know what they're doing. So very grateful with how it went, and the next thing is just to see how things go for the next couple of weeks up to a month. Just kind of waiting to get my cycle back, seeing how my hormones go, seeing how my first couple of periods go. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a learning curve, but yes, hope you enjoy the little journey. So that's my little update, and I guess I will see you guys in a couple of weeks for another update.